action. Yay, we did it. And it started. Hi. We're back.
Hey.
Okay, so.
How's everybody?
I'm good. How are you?
101 or 202 audience.
Oh, no.
I'm good. This evening, night evening.
I am, you are a stay-at-home. That's my cup.
I'm not talking about the cup. I'm talking about the nasty cup. I mean the nasty juice in the cup. Y'all see the color.
It's my green juice from Trader Joe's. Don't knock it till you try it. I was like, PJ, you want to try it? He was like, yes. And he tried it. He said, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
It's not bad, you know. You should try it.
It's not the worst. I've tasted worse.
Sometimes they're fully stocked, and most times they're out. So I'm not the only one drinking it. But yeah.
Yes.
How does it feel to be a stay-at-home dad? I get up and go to work every morning.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel? No, PJ is out of school for a week.
Yeah, it feels fine. I try to give a lot of my time to him while I'm here since I ain't got nothing else to do. Not to say it like that, but it's just him and I. So it's been cool first couple of days. Just doing stuff around the house, cleaning, running around playing with him and his toys, and digging
you
holes.
With his toys like Toy Story? They come alive.
Kinda. Digging holes outside, running around with his tractor trucks and all that stuff, digging up dirt, riding his bike, all that stuff. So it's real good to get the time kind of uninterrupted, you know what I mean? With my little dude.
Okay. I know, I'll be at work like, he didn't call me this morning. PJ, what are you doing? Yeah, it's only been, 2 days?
Yeah, he's been sleeping until just about 9 o'clock, so about 8:30 or so. Going to sleep at a decent time and taking a fat nap in the middle of the day.
Waking up at 7:30.
Yeah, I'm still going to sleep.
Sir.
Still going to sleep. Well, he's going to sleep a little later because of
that.
Like
11?
Yeah, still going to sleep later because of that.
I'll be like, good night.
Yeah.
You and your daddy can stay up. I'm going to sleep because I got to get up.
She got to be at work at 8:15. It's not like she get up at 4 a.m.
I have to be at work at 8 o'clock.
Oh, 8 o'clock. That's me. I got to be at work at 8:15.
I'll be on time. Most days. So listen, I don't know if you guys' husband is like mine, but I send him videos and he watches everybody's videos but mine.
So she think.
No, you randomly will respond to the videos I sent like weeks ago and be like, hey, that was funny. It's not funny anymore. But there's a lot of videos that I've saved that I wanted to get his opinion on while doing the video. So it's a lot of stuff you haven't seen and I haven't seen in a minute actually. So I'm just interested to.
Yeah, it's funny because I just sent her a video a little earlier.
You sure did. We can start with that one.
Yeah. And the question comes up like, because Mari's real conservative in the sense that she don't like thrills or nothing like too crazy. She kind of keep it simple. So like roller coasters and stuff like that, she's not really with. Bungee jumping or nothing like that. That's way out of bounds. But when stuff like that come up, I like to bribe her, with the imaginary $1 million question.
He's always giving me a random number for 5.6 million.
That's actually. Would you do this?
Oh, is that me?
Yeah, I don't start that.
For 5 million.
Mari start for $9 billion.
Paul be like, yes. For $20,000, would you do this? No, I would not.
You got to start low. That's the part of the game.
No.
You start low.
He like, you wouldn't do that for us?
And she like, no, you go do it. Like, it don't count like that. We can't get the money if I do it.
Listen.
They actually.
He be asking me crazy stuff. But would you eat this? No,
it's like
you would die.
No, I'm not telling her to eat no poison.
No, but it'd be like random stuff. Give an example.
The one that popped in my head right now. So say, we walking down the street or something and we see like a street pole. And dogs and stuff might urinate. And we both look at it. Yeah.
You're so old.
And we both look at it like, Mari, She's like, don't even ask me. I said,
don't even.
That's where I might start highlight for.
Don't even ask me. That's crazy.
1.5. What you got? You gonna like stick your finger in it? She's You gonna go down there and take a big.
I would touch it.
Inhale.
I would touch it.
I mean, a big whiff of it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Would you rub your face all on it and then not wash your face for 6 hours?
No, I never.
My face might fall off. That's crazy.
She exaggerated.
Okay, so this is the video he sent me.
It's just some dudes on the
what is the slingshot? It's called a slingshot.
Yeah, some roller coaster. Nope. It's probably something like Supreme Scream or something like that to that effect.
You know, it's like when they're like sitting back holding the bar and then it shoots them up.
It's not only going up and down though, but they seem to be twirling a little bit too.
You see people pass out on these roller coasters.
That dude passes out too.
That's me before it even take off.
I don't think she passing out. But
when I got my tattoo, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go.
So when we went to, this was probably God. No.
Forgot about this.
Yeah, we was 2014, 2015. Probably 2015. We went to Six Flags. Mari don't like roller coasters, right? And she just, I don't want to go. I don't want to get on. I'm like, Mari, you at least got to try it. Like, you know what I mean?
You
like,
thought I was playing.
You got to give it a shot. Now, in fairness, this was when, I think it was called Green Lantern. This is, I don't know if they still got it or not. So we get on Green Lantern. We stand in the line for about an hour because we looked at other rides first. The whole time. But the lines was maxed. Shaking. So she was scared. Bubbling. She was moving all this. But she did it. She got on the ride. But in all honesty, though, it felt like the ride was too small for me. So I was really like tucked into this bad boy. And it was like a lot of jerking. It was real small, like a lot of ups and downs and flips and turns. So it was very uncomfortable for me. So I didn't enjoy it at all. I told you that before we even got on the ride. But Mari, I don't think Mari was uncomfortable for the same reasons I was in terms of having a big frame. But Mari was more so terrified for her life. I'm talking about kicking and screaming and like her eyes is big, like she really about to die or something. Like Mari, but I'm looking like, hey, maybe she really don't like roller coasters. But in all fairness, that was a terrible one. So then we wrote another one. I forgot what this one was called, but it was a lot more, smooth.
And the whole time he was like, "You okay? Yes, it's not that bad. Look, about to turn right here, okay?
Was it Superman?
You okay?"
Superman.
I was like, "No, I am not okay. Stop trying to put me on roller coasters. What point are you trying to prove?"
She did much better.
I did, not for me, but I did it for you. Just how we were in high school and I ate that Reese's for you.
Oh.
I don't like peanut butter. Everybody knows that. I did it for you.
Don't nobody know that.
I don't like peanut butter, and I don't like ketchup.
How many of y'all knew she didn't like peanut butter?
Everybody.
Go ahead, put that.
And I don't like ketchup either.
Put those ideas in the comment.
Now, I just started eating peas and carrots and fried rice.
That's by accident. I used to always eat peas and carrots and fried rice until you order against that. And I'm like, yeah, it actually tastes
rice,
better.
No peas, no carrots. I don't eat all that.
Yeah, but anyway.
Now I eat it. Anyways.
So these folks here, they going up and down this roller coaster. So my question to Mari was, I haven't even asked her yet.
Oh, he didn't give me a number for this video.
Would you do that? And the reason I start so high is because I know she's not going to do it for less. And I'm probably starting too low anyway. 50K.
I thought you said you wasn't starting low.
I said, that's not low. 50K to ride a roller coaster, Mark?
That's low.
That video is like 30 seconds long, 45 seconds long.
Of your life, just
that's insane.
You look like a rag doll. You up there like this.
Do you understand how upset I would be, how mad I would be if somebody was like, "Oh yeah, ma'am, no scam." Let's say
you need to be mad at yourself for thinking that I would even go up there and entertain some foolishness like that.
But for 50?
No.
More, that's crazy.
You do it. You do that for $10.
They're not asking me. We just went over this. If I ride it, I just ride it. If you ride it, we get 50K hypothetically. You
must not love your wife.
Y'all, this is crazy.
Because if you want me to get crazy up on that slingshot and be up there screaming, the issue is that I don't like my stomach dropping. That feeling of my stomach dropping is like terrible for me. Like I birthed a whole child, and I would do that again. That stomach dropping feeling, I would if having a baby was that, I'd be like, well, we need to talk about this. We need to figure something out because this is bad.
I think Mari wasn't tossed up and down enough when she was little. When she was a baby, she needed to be thrown in the air.
Is that what it was?
Thrown up in the air, caught. But
my daddy did that with me.
I bet he did. But yeah, I mean, like I would be so upset if I found
Six Flags, Knott's, all that with my friends, and I would get in line with them, and I would step over the seats on the ride to go to the exit and wait for them to come back through the ride and get off, and I'd be like, "Hey, y'all have fun? Okay, next ride." No shame.
I'm sitting here picturing that like that is miserable. That's.
But like, I had a great time.
I'm talking about for me, my perspective. Like
you would have rode, you would have fun.
I couldn't believe, but that's like you go somewhere with the homies and the homies like, oh yeah, bro, we down to play around the golf, and then we get to the golf course like, all right, bro, I'll catch you at the next hole. Why'd you come?
Here's the thing: the thrill is for the person, not for everybody else.
Mark, yeah, but you know you experience stuff with people and each other. But anyway, Mari's not for the thrill. So for $50K, I'd be that kind of thrill. If I learned that Mari turned something like that down, you know, somebody pulled up on her and was like, "Oh man, I'll give you $50K to do X," and she said no.
What you gonna do?
I know that she would say no, but I would still be thoroughly disappointed because that's $50K for nothing.
What would you say?
To you?
I'd be like, they offered me $50,000 and I said no.
I said, I'm gonna give you a spanking, good.
You gotta tell him where that's from. You gotta tell him because he was out of line.
Oh man! So look, another little story back in our past. Now this is back in we was in Langston. For those of y'all who don't know, we went to Langston University in Oklahoma, HBCU.
I went all the way out there for Mommy.
Mm-hmm. I was on a football scholarship, and she went out there with me.
Loving football.
Yeah, for sure. And she was out there from 2012 to 2014. I'm gonna say that's that fall semester of 2012 to spring of 2014. Mm-hmm. Nonetheless, we were taking, I think it was a health class, right? Dr. Ho.
His name was Dr. Ho.
Dr. Ho.
He was a little Chinese man.
Yeah, Chinese guy, nice guy. But
now, mind you, this is a predominantly black school.
Yeah. So Dr. Ho was out there. And
HBCU.
If y'all ain't never seen Langston or ever looked it up, it's nothing out there except for the school. We ain't been out there in, what's this, about 13 years now?
Oh, wow.
Good grief. Mm-hmm. God dang, 13 years.
13 years.
God dog. I'm pretty sure that this town still looks exactly the way
I'm sure
it did when we left. But
yeah,
nonetheless, great experience. Dr. Ho was one of our health class, or
I don't remember what class that was. It was something random.
I want to say it had to do with something like nutrition or health or something.
It
like
had
that.
to be something because all the athletes were in that class.
Yeah. One of the general education classes, or maybe not even.
You could hardly understand him.
Anyway, he was a nice dude. He with a particular gal in the class, you know, for whatever reason, he pulled her outside the class and talked to her. And as he came back inside, he said,
"No, you got it wrong."
Okay, I'm sorry.
Class let out, and he was in the hallway, and people were walking back and forth, talking and all that. And she walked past him.
You sure?
Yes, she walked past him, and he was like, "Hey, like, don't say that," or something. Something she said. She like, Dr. Ho, what you got going on? She just talking like, like, go with all that. And then what'd he say? He said something about her body. And she was like,
I don't remember all that.
She was like, you wouldn't even know what to, Dr. Ho, like, get out of here. And then what'd he say?
I'm gonna give you a spanking, good.
We was like,
I heard that part. I didn't hear the whole exchange in between.
Yes, because she walked back and like she was kind of like, but I had a whole experience similar to that with that other teacher. Yeah. Let me tell you something. This man. Why are you calling me after school is done? We on winter break? No, this was at the end of the year because I was coming back.
Yeah. This is 14 spring.
Why are you calling me complaining about your other students? And this was on this was a voice message.
I'm talking about gas. It was at least probably about what?
Should I let them do extra credit? Should I? I don't know, but I'm back in California now. So first of all, don't call me. You know.
Yeah, he was. This was a African fellow, one of our African instructors.
You know what that name means? My new bride. I said, oh.
And you know, we never fact checked that. It mess around mean that or not. Brother might have been making something up.
I said, I gotta go. Bye. I ain't playing those games. Are you crazy? But anyways.
You think Mario gonna go for that and not get on the roller coaster?
I should have been like, you gonna pay me $50,000?
What?
Sure, I grade them papers for you. Give them extra credit. No, but that was an experience.
Yeah, good times, man. Good times.
Yes, but anyways, can you get back to my my saved videos?
Sure.
Because there's a lot that I want to get your opinion about. I don't know if we'll have enough time on this video, so this might have to be a part 2. It's on Instagram.
Yeah, girl, but I don't know where you keep your apps.
2 old people.
You keep your apps all over the place. All my stuff. Why does it do that?
Okay, so it's not just me. There it is.
Sometimes it shows and sometimes it doesn't.
So we're gonna play the video. And then leave you guys' comments down too if you want to comment on it.
You want to play the sound?
Yes, absolutely.
Which one?
We can play the one that we did earlier, right? No?
No, I'm saying whichever one you like. I'm saying it don't have to be that one. I haven't even heard any of the other 4.
Okay. So this is actually a challenge that we have to do. That'll be hilarious. I think that'll be a different video though.
Oh.
Okay, hold on.
Whatever you're dealing with, check it at the door. Take the energy that you're bringing to your house. Take the energy that you're bringing to your house. Okay. Whatever you're dealing with, check it at the door. Because you set the tone in the household. However you're feeling is going to determine how much anxiety she's having, and how much anxiety she's having is going to determine how much anxiety the children are having. But if you check you at the door, you never have that problem. How am I going to protect the house? How am I going to protect your emotion? How am I going to protect your spirit? I got to pray for you. I got to pray for you often. I got to pray with you, for you, and about you. Not in a way that says, God, please change her. But God, if this is the woman that you have for me, please adapt to me. Please give me the tools that's needed. And last but not least, as a man of the house, it's your job to be last. I always put you last. God, woman, children, then you. And then it's the woman and the children's job to put you back first. You are built to carry way more than they are. That's why you carry all of them and they only carry you. Check the energy that you're bringing to your house.
Okay. What is your opinion about that? We can start from the beginning, right? He said, check your energy at the door. What you feel about that?
I think that's real. Sometimes you go through trying times at work, and that's really what we're talking about, right? Work.
For sure, it's work.
It ain't really got too much to do with anything else, because those are all environments that you kind of choose to get into. Every now and again, it's life circumstances. Don't get it twisted. But on the most of the time, we're talking about work. But for me, my take is that I'm rather even keel. I'm cool. I don't really get too high or too low. Every now and again, it's been some trying times along the way, like I said, life circumstances. So it's been seasons of like kind of turbulence and stuff like that where, I have to come in and I'm somebody who like has to express it. I can't like let it sit on me. I have to talk about it, and that helps me like to organize my thoughts and bounce ideas off of Mari so I can get her, opinion, her discernment on it as well. But for me, most times I'm pretty even keel, so I really don't find a need to like check myself at the door. I'm kind of coming in kind of with that mindset. Not to say it's anything against somebody else who may feel like they have to, or even my man on the video there. For me, it's really even keel because I recognize too, kind of at this stage of our marriage and our parenting journey, that if I come in with a frown on my face, like that's gonna just negatively affect stuff,
right?
Whether it be Mari, my mood, PJ's mood, but it's not like, at least in my household, our household, if I come in with that kind of energy, it's not. I never. At the same time, I've never really experienced it because I don't do that. But if I were to come into that, I think that they would help pick me out of that at the same time. Because we're just really a happy-go-lucky bunch, thankfully. But yeah, I don't really feel the need for me to check the energy at the door. But somebody who maybe has gone through that, or if I'm going through a season that way, then yeah, maybe I would have to, kind of, think twice about that. But for me, though, I had to sit down and talk about it. So we would need some time to kind of, talk about what I'm feeling, not necessarily the situation, like, oh, this person did this at work or whatever, but this is how it made me feel. This is what, I wanted to do about it and such. Mm-hmm. He mentioned, what else after that? He mentioned
well, for me.
Okay.
Because I think you helped me realize that I don't often leave work at the door. I usually bring it back in and wear it, and
yeah, it definitely affects it too.
I feel like now it's a lot different because of the way that work has progressed within the last year. It's like completely different now. So I don't have the weight, like I leave work at work. And for me now, work is not very stressful at all.
And it makes it a lot easier to leave that work there too.
Before, I would have days where I just didn't feel like doing anything when I got home. And like I have an attitude. And I was like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nothing. I'm just being short. But like not even realizing that you're not the problem.
Yeah.
It's work, right? And I think I've always had the kind of job where I can leave it at work. My husband does not. My husband's phone rings.
Yeah, for sure.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Yeah. And I think when you got into a supervisor role, like in the beginning, it was a little challenging because we were not used to that, right? I think even like just
it was more demanding
and like a lot was happening, right? And so I think, and then stuff just didn't make sense to you, for quite some time, and so that was frustrating, And then you got to a point where you're like, I need to just some of this stuff I'm just not gonna be available for.
Yeah, it was definitely a point where like just having to adjust to the work. I'm not even gonna say workload, but it wasn't nothing different. It was just more so like me just trying to be excellent and do the best I could. Mm-hmm. But then I got to a point, man, where like it just for me, it just didn't add up anymore. It wasn't worth the push as hard as I was going. Not to say I don't do a good job now and I'm still not excellent, but I just found a way that's more sustainable, you know what I mean, where it's not heavy on one side or the other. Yeah. But if there's going to be a side that is heavy on, I'm heavy at home. I'm heavy with my family, and that's something that when my past supervisors told me about. She just told me like finding that balance and keeping an eye out for that, and she got 15 years on me or so in terms of the job, so she helped me see that, and then I kind of had to learn it and go about it myself. Mm-hmm. But during those times, that was more so challenging. PJ was a young buck. He was like about 6 months to a year. I couldn't
stand his daycare at the time.
Yeah, so it was a lot, but coming into that, and that's definitely on my mind, and it definitely affects my mood. But I'm somebody like it's harder at home because you're comfortable at home, right? And sometimes Maury got to like, hey, how you feeling? Or hey, like, you seem kind of down.
Yeah, because
hold on, I was getting somewhere.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
But God dang it, dagnabbit.
He said, I usually catch you if you're down.
Yeah, no, it's gone.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I feel like I have the husband who's going to talk, right? I don't have to worry about if something is wrong, him not saying anything. Because he's been very vocal from the beginning. And that used to bother me. Like, why are you always talking about we need to fix that, we need to fix this? But like, in reality, like, I understand now. I've grown to understand, right? And Yeah, I think sometimes when you're having a bad day or maybe one thing happened at work that's sitting in the back of your mind, it's on your face and you don't realize it. But I've been with you for a really long time. Yeah. So like I'm able to be like, seem a little off.
Yeah. Tell me about you. I mean, don't get it twisted. Like we have bad days where, you know, stuff didn't seem like it go your way. But that's what I was gonna say. Like outside of home, I'll start with that. Like something negative happened to me and it affects me, like, and I don't like it or it bothers me in some sort. I like almost never do I push that onto somebody else. Like, you know, something didn't go my way and now I'm going to treat the next person I interact with like me, because I really value like the relationships that we have, like the here today, going tomorrow kind of thing. And so while we have those opportunities to like impact people and influence people to do those things, like even if, you know, staff do something that's like wow, or there's a decision that's made that, you know, we didn't know, I'm not going to be mad at somebody else. That's an opportunity for us to like, you know, grow closer and be there for them during this time. Yeah. And also learn something on both ends. But then when I come home, it's a little easier because, you know, you're comfortable. All right, cool. I need a second sometimes. You get in the shower, you sit down, what have you. But even with that, like, I'm not going to be mean to her or PJ, but I might have a shorter temper or it's not a shorter temper, but like a shorter fuse in the sense of like, you know, being interrupted in whatever I'm doing. Say if I'm doing my little stretching, right? And PJ want to come climb on my back, I'm like, buddy, get down, buddy, get down, buddy, get down. And then, but like I get more firm with him sooner. So it definitely affects that. So then when I recognize that, March definitely my antenna on that, because you was being mean to him. All right.
Don't be mean about that.
I just know as soon as I God dang it, hey. What? What I do now? God dang it. But yeah, so I mean,
because you don't be acting like that, and then when you are so out of character because of the day that you had or something didn't go right, I'll be like, no.
But we can't attribute that to like our days being off, that we be like that. To a degree, that's kind of how we get down. Me, you, him. Sometimes he have a rough day, and sometimes he just tired or hungry or something like that. Mm-hmm. Sometimes like I'm just tired of him hitting me in my face, and like, hey, this is up. So yeah, it's time. So you know, sometimes he might be giving you a hard time. He try to test you, and I'm like, hey, and then I come in to save the day. Then I saved it too hard, and I'm in trouble. I'm like, what? So it's a lot of different factors with that. But yeah, I mean, my thing is like, because I work with kids, you know what I mean, and so it's like I can't. Every day is a new day, and every moment is an opportunity. Like their brains are like sponges. Their whole existence is really being shaped, or their whole who they are as people is being shaped by what they're experiencing. Mm-hmm. So you know, I don't want to come home and show PJ a mean daddy or an upset daddy. I don't want to be like that tomorrow. But sometimes I do fall short, and I am short with her. I'm short with him. But yeah, I mean, I try to be. Yeah. You know, really, really even keel. I try to be open to you know, criticism and stuff like that, but you know, sometimes it's just like
it's a time and a place.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I'll be ready, mm-hmm. And you'd be like, all right,
you too mean to PJ.
Next time, I need you to wait. He'd be like, hey. Okay, we ain't doing that right
now. Yeah. Is that the only vid you have?
Yes, I think there's one more. There's one more. Oh, how do I go back?
You go away from it and come back to it.
Okay.
Yeah, we should have all this set up.
I'm good. Okay. Not this one?
Yeah, choose another one.
All right. So here's just random questions that I found. This couple of She's and Hard. They look happy. Mm-hmm. There was one that I was like, oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Is there a song that instantly reminds you of a special moment between us? But okay, here's the thing: is there a song that reminds you of me, and vice versa?
Yeah, it's
I definitely have a song. I told you the other day.
Yeah, the song is by what's her name? It's called "Shake That Thing." Work it.
No, talking about.
I'm talking about that Carrie Hilson song. Love falls down, love comes down.
Sometimes love comes around. I love that song when it first came out. And it knocks you down. Just get back up when it knocks you down.
So I don't know, it just kind of stuck in my mind. Was that your prom or my prom?
It was probably mine.
I think it was her prom. It was playing in the limo, I think, on the way back. We was going on the way to get something to eat. Your prom, what is that? Boy, that's almost 20 years. No, yeah, that's almost 20 years ago. Woo-wee.
You right behind me, sir.
I'm just saying. Like, we was both there.
Yeah.
That's a blessing, man.
Oh my God.
But yeah,
I was in the limo. We were in the limo. Were we not sitting next to each other?
You might have been, but I remember seeing it just like you did right there. You broke out the song, and I remember watching that like that. That was so. Whenever I hear that song, I think of her for sure. But I don't hear it very often.
He said you was singing that
song. Yeah, she was getting it done.
You know what song reminds me of you? Is it by Corrupt? We Can Freak It.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. I don't know why she sings. I don't listen to it a whole lot.
No, but every time the song come on, Paul raps that song. And he gets so into it. And he could be doing something totally different. Like something else, I mean. And then he'd just start rapping one little bar. And I'm like, oh, you like that song. But you rap it so hard.
Song. Battle Cat is tough.
Oh my gosh. So yeah. What song reminds you of us? Like, what's our song? When people typically say, what's our song? They either talking about their first dance song or like, we're in the car and like, oh, we singing. We got two if that's the case,
maybe Can We Talk?
Yeah.
My Tevin Come. That's probably the only one. There's a bunch of other songs that I think about you with, but
when Can We Talk come on, we'd be like,
yeah. Yeah, for sure. She introduced me to that song years ago.
I put you on to a lot of songs, baby.
A lot, yeah, for sure.
A lot
of old school stuff. I put you on the new cuts. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have heard Kendrick Lay's Get Down. You wouldn't have heard. Anyway.
Just so you know, I found out about. I told you about Euphoria.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And on top of that, I found, because it was on Watch Drop. Oh no, because he dropped that one. I don't remember. It was so much going on at that time. But the new album, I found it on YouTube because I was on Instagram and somebody had posted about it.
Who?
The new Kendrick album.
Oh yeah.
Is it GNX or whatever?
I found that. I didn't find it.
My song
came across
Dodger Blue. But anyways, yeah, you put me on to a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. All the new school.
All the new school. I put you on to the old school. You put me on to the new school. We could balance.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to the question.
I'm sorry, yes. So what's
$1 million?
Go. For $1 million, what?
No, for $1 million.
Yes, it's gonna be no.
That's way too high. It's way too high.
No, that sounds about right.
No, it's too high. It's not. Let me see. I gotta think of something.
Oh, $1,000 for $1 million.
No.
How much would it take for you to quit your job? That's hard because you actually like what you do.
That's tough. That number's gonna be kind of high.
$5.7 billion.
90 billion.
I start in the billions because I ain't playing games. I'm about the business. 5.7 billion. You quitting tomorrow? You not gonna quit for $5.7 billion?
No, wait. I didn't say no. I'm just thinking that I'll probably still like volunteer.
Okay.
I really enjoy what I do.
And golf the rest of the time?
Easy golf.
Okay.
Easy golf.
Ask me how much for my job. Give me a number.
Let's start reasonably. $500K.
to quit my current job, I wouldn't even call. I would just stop showing it.
Wow. 500K?
No, not right now.
Make a purchase or two. You might be, and maybe I should go back to work.
Okay, it wouldn't be. I would need a little more than that. I would need a little. I'll tell you one thing. If I was on that, what is it? That Mr. Beast show or whatever. If I was on that, and how those people were sitting up there talking about, I'm not gonna push the button. Crazy. I'm not gonna push the button. I would have been like, y'all count on me. I'm not gonna push the button.
People are crazy.
As soon as I would have saw that 750, I would have been like,
I don't know if I would have like lied and cheated to get my way there. But if I would have been confronted with that, because people was like, "Oh, Paul, you a cool dude, man. We gonna choose you." No, it's a game.
It is. I can play everybody for themselves. They on there crying, talking about, "But you're my friend.
I know you for 2 weeks, and I ain't mad at nobody. But I came here to get rich, not to make friends. Okay? So if I get up there and they talking about, man, we choose you, Paul, you a cool dude, man, lead our team. I'm like, all right. Yeah. And he go up there and tell, all right, man, this thing about to go up to $1 million, man. Press the button if you feel like you want to take the money and go.
And you would have pushed out what number?
Probably when he got to about 250 somewhere in there.
$250,000 you would push that button.
You got to remember though, you trying to beat the neck, because if they push it, then it turns it off. So it's not like everybody can push. Yeah, you still in the game.
It was like,
I would have sent home hundreds of people. Hey man, we came here to get rich. I'm sorry.
Boop. Push that button. And like, I wish y'all the best. But then I wouldn't want to play after that. I'd probably just leave, because that's weird.
Everybody gonna sell you after that. Oh, that's up. We about to get me and Marty on. I know. No.
Okay, this will be the last question.
Last question. Yeah, we running up the time, man. Hope y'all enjoying this, man. It's an evening on a work night. Not for me.
I know you.
Yeah, you know.
Tomorrow's Friday, though. Tomorrow
is Friday. So what's today? Is it Thursday?
Is it some of these questions are a little risque. Do you remember the first time you realized you were falling in love with me?
No. Next one.
I knew he was gonna say that.
We've been together for 16 long.
What does that mean?
Hard.
You better remember when you fell in love with me. You better remember when you fell in love with me. Who said I love you first, then, Felder? That's not a question.
Man.
Do you remember?
I don't know, man. Probably you.
We don't ever get the story right. We don't remember. It was probably the same time.
They heard the story before. They know who the Mac Daddy is.
Who? Me?
You the Mac Daddy. What?
If we met each other for the first time today, what's something about me that would still make you fall in love? No, let's scratch that. That's not us. If we met today, we got Starbucks. But Amari, thank you so much for my cup. I'm gonna go sit down.
I'm going to Starbucks.
But if you did,
but okay, if we're gonna be us, we gotta set the scene somewhere we would mutually be. I would say Jamba Juice, but they selling drinks for $12.
Where would we go? We could say pick a food place.
McDonald's.
Sushi.
Oh.
No, a restaurant.
Oh.
That's a random restaurant.
But
I'm sitting here. Come on. I ain't gonna be here for too long. You better come on.
What? What you want me to do?
Because the next person might come and try to talk to me, boy.
So is the question what I like the most, or are we supposed to be role playing here?
We just met. We met today. How you gonna try to get me?
Mark, listen.
Where you been?
Mark, if you think that we about to sit here and act this out,
come on.
You crazy.
You gonna let somebody else? You gonna let somebody else? Huh?
No, Mark. But the question she asked is what stand out to me about her right now? Would we track me to her?
Sure.
If I saw her in public, I don't know. Because one of the most valuable qualities I see in Mari is like her she just easy. You know what I mean? Easy going.
Oh.
What?
That was terrible. She is easy.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like what I'm thinking of is like your burden is light.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like you don't have, you're not high maintenance. You're not, you know, like you don't require a lot, but what you do require, I value as well. Like in terms of like just, you know, love and kindness, like the simple things, like the stuff that people like really that we can all overlook. Like just being kind. Like Mari's somebody like she'll ask like, hey, can you pass me a remote, please? Like that's a lot of words. You can say, hey, can you give me a remote? But she'll put the please on there, and then she, oh, thank you. And like she does.
I have mentors.
She does that
like
all
a real one.
She does that all the time. But that I take that for granted a whole lot because like, you know, she's so polite, she's so kind. So if I saw you in the coffee shop or in the Patricia's, I said Patricia's, what am I talking about? In the restaurant, you would catch my eye because, you know, you're an absolute beauty.
Oh,
but yeah, you know, I had to talk to you, you know, or I might have to pop your balloon if you got a little attitude.
Wow. I'll pop your balloon for not role playing with me. No, I'm just kidding. Girl. I think for me, Paul is a very, very, he's a nice guy, right? He's a good guy. So he's very respectful. I didn't call you easy. No. I know what you meant. No, baby, I know what you meant. Here's the thing. It's like when he talks to people, he's very respectful. Yes, ma'am. You know, I got you. Okay, here you go. You know, he's very like, oh, let me get that for you. Let me get the door for you. Okay. It's like, oh, he's so sweet. He has mentors. He was raised right. You know, very respectful, very kind. You're attentive and you listen. So, and he's social too. He would just like randomly start a conversation.
Yep.
Okay.
That's Morris. Shine away from that.
But yes.
Yeah.
If I met you today, I would be like, wow, he's a really nice guy. But then I'd be trying to figure out like, okay, what's wrong with him? Is he crazy? Why is he single? Mm-hmm. At this age. Yeah.
Not really. We're not that old at that point.
True. But typically people are like booed up. So you're like, either you have a lot of people or you are with one person. So now I'd be like, dang, how many people in this phone?
I need to clean out my dang contact list.
Me too. I went through the other day. I'm like, why do I have 400 or 500 people in here? That don't make no sense.
There's just people over the years. You've had the same number since high school, right?
I do have the same number since high school.
Same though. That's a trip.
Yeah. But that's the questions pretty much. I mean, there's a few more, but
that's about that. We'll catch
that on great
on the next time.
There's a game that we got to play next time that's gonna be absolutely hilarious.
What game?
I gotta show you later.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Okay. What you got any to close the video? Any remarks? Any
encouraging words for the people?
Nah, just anything you want to say. This is your time to express yourself.
Well, no, I'm just kidding.
Got you. Look at y'all. Look at no.
I don't have much to say. I hope everybody stays safe and sane, regardless of what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
Okay. It matters, but it doesn't. Because we gonna be all right. Mm-hmm. Always. Okay?
That's right.
Get you a good support system. Get you some people to talk to. Get you some people to vent to. Some people you trust. But also don't be afraid to open up to people. You know, because you never know what the next person can relate to you on. You know, it was somebody at work today. Had no idea. Sweetest lady, had no idea about her story. You know, and she told me she ended up like losing a son who was 5 months after she had a son. And like, you would never know. Like, she's just the sweetest lady. And so I'm like, listen, sometimes it just takes a conversation and you never know what can come out of that. So Talk to people, get to know people, empathize, build you a support system. Because the world is crazy, but you gotta have some sane people around you to make sure you're straight.
Yeah.
Keep God first.
Yeah, value. I mean, there's value in community. You know, yeah. You know, beware who you surround yourself with.
What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, man. I'm kind of in the season right now, man. Just trying to just learn how to enjoy every moment and recognize every moment for what it is, and living for, you know, more than just my own wishes and my own will and stuff like that, and just trying to, you know, be a servant. So it's challenging for me, right, in all reality. Recognizing how much I am intrinsically motivated, but then also I'm motivated from within to do for me. And if when other things come into play, that's where, you know, frustration may come in as well. Not all the time, but more than I recognize, and more than I like. And so all of that helps me to be, you know, better for Mari, better for PJ, better for work, and just better all the way around. So, you know, just trying to live in the moment and be okay with whatever the moment may bring, and keeping faith either way. So
I got you, boo.
That's that. So y'all have a strong and stretchy week.
Strong and stretchy.
That's
whatever you want to do with that, you do with that.
One of the videos I watched, or my little flexibility workout. I do some flexibility training. Really kind of flexible.
Get those hearts. Get those hearts pumping. Okay.
Pump them hearts.
Yeah.
Pump.
Get that cardio going, y'all.
Pump.
But yeah.
Mark about to get
I'm getting a walking pad. I'm so excited. Getting a walking pad. I'm going to be in here doing my mile 3-4 times a week. Early morning.
I'll let y'all know.
My worship music.
I'll let y'all know. Between now, well, it depends on when we order it, but in the next month,
Let's order it right now.
I mean, she needs to have at least about 3, 4.
Oh, honey, you ain't got to worry about
4. Yeah, she needs at least
I'm
about.
be up here putting some miles on that thing. Okay. I'm so excited. What am I going to do with you? Anyways, that is that. Talk to y'all later.
Y'all be cool, man. Hey, be good. If you can't be good, be good at it. You heard me?
Bye.
Oh, that's the wrong button.